Good morning, everybody. Tracy here, or Virtual Teach. You've probably been hearing me and reading about me talking a lot about GoBubble lately. So, one of the things I just wanted to talk about real quick in relationship to GoBubble, the high interest in our young kids, especially of wanting to be YouTubers and Instagram influencers, is that GoBubble can actually provide them that opportunity to do both of those things or to choose to do one of those things in a very safe, filtered space. And one of the things that we can use GoBubble to do is to actually show them how to create their own brand. And I actually just did this recently with my fourth graders, and I plan on continuing it throughout the year as we dive into other units. So, in essence, um, let me just first show you a couple of things. So when you log into GoBubble on the desktop, it shows yourself, it shows me as a teacher, but if I was logging in as my kids, it would show me groups, their chats, who their friends are, my channel. My channel has a really great opportunity to teach some personal branding because it is like a YouTube channel, but for kids, and it creates a safe space because their friends can subscribe to their channel. Anybody who is in their group, they can promote their channel. It's safe because it does not get a public URL, which is really, really great. So it's a really contained space for them to get feedback on things that they're posting, and a really safe space for them to experiment. Safe in the sense that you don't have to worry about anybody trolling them. You don't have to worry about strangers leaving really nasty comments, because I know that's happened to some young kids out on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, that they have gotten some really, really nasty feedback from adults even. So it's a great way for them to experiment. Um, and so think of GoBubble channels like a YouTube channel. So in here, they would create their channel, and in the settings, this is where they actually get to name it. I was not very creative at the time because um, I was just modeling for them real quick, and then so I'm going to just rename it to Mercier Magic. That actually used to be the name of my website when I was a classroom teacher. They give their channel a description. So, for example, some of my kids, their description was, how much they love helping others. Some of them was like, how they really love, pizza or different types of food or animals. Like, they really thought, like, one of the keys here is to get them to think about and understand other people are going to see this. What do you want other people to understand and know about you? Because really, branding is marketing, and what you want people to know and understand about you is what you're going to put through in your channel. And so that's what they were really wanting other people to understand about them as a person, their interests, their likes, all of that stuff. And when they can put a picture in. Now, this is publish URL, but that's only for teachers. It is not for students. So I'm just going to click save, and it will save it for me. Um, yeah, and it'll save it for me. So once one of the other great things about that is that once your channel is created, then they can really start honing their brand, because really that is what makes some of the kids on YouTube and some of the other people that you even may follow on YouTube really popular, is that they have a brand, they stick to it, they promote it. So they can do this through a couple of different ways. They can create bubbles where they can write posts. They can create photos, making it very Instagram like, and they can create films, very YouTube like. So all here in this space in their channel, they've got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. How awesome is that? Or like my kids like to even say it's more like Snapchat. So they really, really like that as well. So, getting them to think about, what am I going to brand? And so a bubble that I might put in here based on my brand is, um, and then I'm going to send that. And then I can even create a film. I could even add a film that I have here. And I do I do have one actually in my Google Drive that I'm gonna pop up in there to go with it. Same thing with the photo. I have one in Google Drive that I'm gonna actually pop in because I actually move all my stuff into Google Drive. And I can really focus my channel on being about like the fun that we have in the library media center. So one, it's a great role model for me to do that as a library media specialist so the kids can see kind of the things like how I'm like focused and really only talking about one thing. The other thing is what a great marketing tool when I have new kids coming on to Go Bubble and helping them understand what we're going to be doing in the library media or how we're going to be using Go Bubble in the future. Um, yeah, and so you can do this as a standalone digital citizenship unit. Takes a couple of weeks probably because you want them to see some examples of what social media influencers look like. I'll actually add a link below to some of the materials I pulled together for them for that. So they could get a sense of that and so we could have some conversation around that. And in addition to that, um, it or so you can do it as a standalone digital citizenship unit. I forgot what I was saying. Or you can build it in throughout the year. So I started this off this year as a standalone unit that I'm now going to weave in throughout the year. So as we now research and go into our coding units, I'm really going to have them really take a look at their brand and see if they want to rethink it, revise it, and what they're going to post to their channel as part of their brand. And one of the great things about this is that you can see everything that your kids do. It's, in your classes, you can see all their channels and like these are all everybody. And then I have, my classes are here, my kids are here. So we've got all that great stuff. So I can see it when I go into here too. But more about that another time. So yeah, think about using GoBubble to not only teach your kids about branding, but to also give them that opportunity to use social media in a way that they're absolutely positively craving to. Any questions? Leave them below. I love using GoBubble. I have some more posts coming out about GoBubble, and and let me know when you get on. We can become besties, and our kids can collaborate together.